a new series, How to Beat Burnout, a topic that went viral in a recent BuzzFeed article. According to a survey by LinkedIn, more than 1 in 3 workers are unable to find that work-life balance, and nearly half of all professionals between the ages of 25 and 33 say they are stuck in a rut, a form of burnout. It's the new reality of our always on world. Always on. You're never off. And
always
Paula,
on.
You're back with us.
Always on. Still on, right? Raise your hand if you're just a little burnt out. I bet there are a lot of people out there that are. Yeah. If you can't figure out why small, straightforward tasks feel impossible, or if you're in a chronic state of stress and you feel like you're taking care of everybody else but yourself, you may be suffering from burnout too.
I love you, kids. Get out, get out.
Oh my God!
There is a emergency PTA meeting today at 5 o'clock.
It's been called running out of gas, burning the candle at both ends, or burnout.
We're killing ourselves trying to be perfect, and it's making us insane.
We all think we know it when we see it, but experts define it as being in a state of chronic stress, taking care of everything and everyone else, but leaving you overwhelmed and emotionally drained. Social media is full of popular hashtags like burnout, beat burnout, and burnout generation, sparking the question, are we living in a burnout culture?
If I could hashtag how I feel about my burnout right now, it would just be like hashtag chaos.
28-year-old marketing director Teresa Navarra says she's been battling burnout for over a year.
I just really want to be the best I can possibly be at this job. But it's been a lot.
She says between her demanding job, family, and planning her wedding, her weekly to-do lists have become endless.
There's this voice in the back of your head that says, if you don't do that, though, and you don't stay later, or you don't work the extra hour, you're never going to be, what you need to be.
And now she says everyday tasks have begun to fall through the cracks.
I'm thrilled that I'm doing my laundry right now because I don't know when I would have done it.
Just realizing that I didn't eat.
Lately, it would be hashtag over it.
Mental health counselor B. Arthur says guilt over taking time out for herself, it's the root cause of her burnout.
I always feel like I should be doing more things. It feels like I'm never going to catch up.
Clients overcome these feelings. She still hasn't been able to overcome them on her own.
I do have 4 jobs. That's a lot, I don't know why it's bad if I not complain, but vent about feeling overwhelmed by all the things that I have to do.
Burnout affects men and women of all ages, and you see a common denominator, taking care of everyone else at your own expense, and it underscores the reason you need to prioritize yourself. Robin, my mom always said, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, but it's true. You got to fill your own tank in order to be able to give to other people.
Yeah, my mama used to say, we can have it all, just not all at the same time.
That's another good saying by mama.
Good for our mamas, yeah. Joining us now, author of The Big Life, Ann Shoket, and Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Thank you both. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And this is nothing new for you. This is your wheelhouse talking about this.
Look, we have moved way beyond work-life balance. There's no such thing as work-life balance anymore. It's just another impossible standard that makes us feel like we're failing on both fronts, right? It's all work all the time and all life all the time, but you have to make room for life. And the scariest part about the burnout that these young women is describing is that they feel like they are only valuable when they are working, that they have to achieve, and they feel paralyzed by the tiny little details, the Amazon returns that pile up, remembering to take chicken out of the freezer to defrost for dinner, right? Making doctor's appointments. Those are not things that are supposed to spark joy for anyone, right? But they're the things that we have to do to feel like a person. And then these women feel like they're on a treadmill. They must work all the time.
Well, because you're always on your phone, there's any downtime. I mean, that way that people can always contact you. Jen, now how can you determine if it's something serious or it's just a typical what a lot of people have to deal with?
That's the key question, Robin, because I want to be clear. We're not talking about a serious mental health disorder or clinical depression, because a lot of the screening symptoms for burnout can mirror that of clinical depression. But I want to take people through a quiz. We'll have this on our website again. So a couple of questions here. How often are you tired and lacking energy to go to work in the morning? People who work on this show can't answer. How often do you feel physically drained, like like your batteries are dead? How often is your thinking process sluggish or your concentration impaired? And how often do you feel emotionally detached from coworkers and unable to be sensitive to their needs? If you are answering sometimes, often, always, you may be suffering from burnout. And again, this can cause mental and physical manifestations.
And you have to be willing, because we were going to do a test for the audience, and I said, no, let's not do that, because it's very private to talk about possible being burnt out.
So many women reached out to me about this story, and they didn't want to come on TV to talk about it because they didn't want to admit that they were feeling overwhelmed.
So what can you do?
My completely not medical advice. Embrace the mess. We set up these impossible standards for ourselves, but a big life is a messy life, and we have to admit that that's okay.
And for you, Jen?
And listen, no one will die if there are dirty dishes left in the sink at night. So release it. Tomorrow you have a whole other chance.
All right, and again, that test is online, and you really should take it to see where you are.
Everyone will answer yes.
Thank you both very much. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.